Sorry, it's getting a little bit intense. These boys kind of hooping. Because then, what you're doing is, as you do something that you love to do, you're investing in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, there's no wrong thing to do, in my personal opinion. I think the healthier you are, the better you are mentally, and the better you treat other people. I think the more sick you are, you'll do detrimental things for your body. You won't really invest in yourself as much, or that won't be like your first inclination to do when you're depressed or you're not feeling right about certain things. You're rarely gonna make your comment actions healthy, or beneficial to you. More than anything, it would be detrimental to you when you're sick. It's just natural, right? Like, when I'm sick, I don't feel like... Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I just saved this dude. When I'm sick, I don't feel like doing anything. Oh, no shot. He really got me. Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Alright, so the few very, very small percentage, but now increased percentage, because I'm drawing attention to them audience that just saw I uploaded a Gems and Gaming video with this exact same hoodie on. You are absolutely correct. This is back to back. I'm doing it. The next lesson, which is don't force it. Don't force it. Turn the lights off to make it look like, a little bit of a different scene from the last video. And shout out to the glow light that I got from our friend Terry. It does a lot of things. I should do more videos, honestly, and use that light more. I'm not taking advantage of all the opportunities I have to make more content. But yeah, the lessons of the day is, the topic for this Gems and Gaming is don't force it. Don't force it. I was talking last time about not overthinking, right? And a lot of the time we're too afraid to make something happen, or we're too afraid to do something simply because, what people think or of us, or the grace we don't give ourselves all the time about being able to accomplish things that we were too afraid to try in the beginning. But I'll say, if it's not, I think if something is for you, it won't be like toxic. Like, it won't be unhealthy for you to do. I think it'll be healthy for you to do things you're interested in. That's my honest belief. If it's something that you are really interested in and you want to do, I think it's healthy to do that thing. I think it's more, she's cooked. I think it's more, oh no, he's cooked. Oh, they fire. Beneficial to do something as simple as a hobby that you don't even think is that productive. I think it's easy to have that in your day, and I would suggest you do something like that and have a hobby that you just like to do within your day, because then, sorry, it's getting a little bit intense. These boys kind of hooping. Because then, what you're doing is, as you do something that you love to do, you're investing in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, there's no wrong thing to do, in my personal opinion. I think the healthier you are, the better you are mentally and the better you treat other people. I think the more sick you are, you know, you'll do detrimental things for your body, you know. You won't really invest in yourself as much. Or that won't be like your first inclination to do when you're depressed or you're not feeling right about certain things. You're rarely gonna make your common actions healthy, you know, or beneficial to you. More than anything, it would be detrimental to you when you're sick. It's just natural, right? Like when I'm sick, I don't feel like oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I just saved this dude. When I'm sick, I don't feel like doing anything. Oh no, shot. He really got me. Let me clean that up, man, because I know how the internet would do when they try to clip stuff. So you got to be perfect and flawless on the internet. So let me just clean up what I'm trying to say. When I was depressed, I didn't do that much to invest in myself. When I started to change my habits, change my actions, change my day-to-day activities, all of that. When I started to do those things, I started to mentally be healthier and physically be healthier. The healthier I got, the more I started to consider other people. You can be rich, famous, physically fit, and you can do a lot of good things, but be mentally sick. And if you're mentally sick, like, you know, arrogant, prideful, like things that aren't, you know, think about the detrimental mental states of our being selfish, like the detrimental mental states of our thinking sometimes. Hold on. Oh my, this man just cooked me. Why did I try him? I guess the whole point that I'm trying to say is when you're healthier, you're typically not afraid to do the right thing. Oh my goodness, yo, these boys are hooping. Stop them before they take feeling better, I think. You know, when you're sicker, you don't mind doing the selfish thing, or you don't mind doing something that hurts other people because mentally you're not healthy. I guess that's the whole point that I mean by the healthier you are, the typically you'll treat other people. And it's not just physical, it's mental too. In fact, it's especially mental. It's especially mental. You know, physical health matters, don't get me wrong. And shout out to those people that are physically fit and physically strong. That's impressive, bro. That requires discipline. You know, that's not to be, you know, laughed at, overlooked, or anything like that. Like, you know, that's impressive. And I don't want my words to take away that hard work and that discipline. But being mentally fit is a different game. Like being mentally healthy, like not just the way you treat yourself, but the way you treat other people, that's a different ball game. Like that requires a different type of discipline. You know, that requires being healthy too. Because the sicker you are, physically or mentally, the harder it is for you to do stuff for yourself. It's just your physical health and your mental health. So you got to do things for your mental health. And doing things for your mental health includes hobbies that you like to do, regardless of what people think. And you don't have to think too long on it. Typically, the thing that you love to do comes natural. Like, I remember the first time I started playing a video game, it was Pokemon, but I was so, there was no other, like, issue. There was no like problem whatsoever. Yeah, we could. And that's the same way I felt when I started playing basketball. It was just natural, what I like to do, you know? A lot of the things that I grew to do and learned to do weren't natural for me. Like, if you want to keep it simple, things that are called sins typically are unnatural to do. So you have to like force yourself to do that thing. I remember the first time I cursed. Crazy. I remember it's crazy. I was like 6 or 7. I was tired of like, I was a different kind of kid than the rest of the kids. I'm not trying to say like I had like superpowers or anything crazy like that, but, or you know, whatever. Take that however you will, like make memes out of it, whatever, do your thing. But the point that I'm trying to say is I didn't think like the rest of the kids at the age of 6 or 7. You know, I think a lot of people sometimes are sweet, innocent kids, children, babies, and then they grow into what is deemed acceptable by the world. Right? That is a thing that happens, you know. At that age in my neighborhood, cussing was already normal. If you wasn't cussing at any point in your life, at least at 6, it was like, man, why are you being such a goody two shoes? I know I'm from the hood. Look, even the words I'm saying, I said goody two shoes. That would have got me flamed back then, bruh. Can't be saying goody two shoes and be from the hood. Unless you want to get roasted. But I didn't realize that as a kid. No kid's ever really thinking that. But I got real angry one day because I was tired of getting roasted, 6 or 7. I just was like, you mother... Well, I let them kids have it, bro. And I think the kids were so shocked because I never cussed before. They was like, he upset. And I just remember I'm yelling. Now at this point, all the kids are gone, bro. I'm just standing in the street cussing. They like, yeah, let's get out of here. This dude crazy. All the kids just gone now. I just remember that vivid image because I remember that was the first time I cussed. And I never went back. In fact, I have to like practice not cursing. I did it so much. You know what I'm saying? That's what sin basically is. Like, it's something you gotta force yourself to do, and once you do it and you realize you live, you keep doing it. It's like breaking a seal in your mind. Like, oh, that I was told this was bad for me, but I kept doing it. I kept surviving. Clearly, it's not that bad. Yo, y'all see this? Team getting wrecked, bro. Clearly, it's not that bad, so everything people was telling me wasn't true. You know, that's how you think about things. Everything people was telling me was bad. It's not that bad. It's like drinking for the first time, or smoking weed for the first time, or doing any drug that people told you not to do, and then you survive it. I'm good. Yeah. And then you survive it. You're like, all right, I'll just keep going. I'll just continue doing the thing they told me not to do, because clearly I can survive it. It wasn't that big a deal. But if you can remember the first time you did something and it didn't feel right, it was kind of forced, that's probably unnatural for you. It's probably not the thing you should be focusing on, the thing you should be doing. You should only be doing what feels right when you do it. Like, not, and it, sometimes if you struggle with some of these things, like knowing what the right thing is to do, if you struggle with it sometimes, like, just ask people who know you best what they think about some of your decisions. And if some people go like, oh, that's so you, like, that is something you would do, then maybe that's a part of your day-to-day activity, even if you don't even think about it or not, and you just love it, you just enjoy it. Like, when people hear me talk about games, they still see me as the co-founder of a company. All right, they still see me as a business owner. It's not like they're now like, oh, now you're not a business owner anymore. Now I don't respect your decisions. Now I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that happens. It would be extremely weird if it did, but it would probably be warranted if that wasn't something that I typically did. Where was this man at, bro? That's the whole point that I'm saying. Like stuff that's right for you, it'll come natural. Sometimes if you don't know what it is you want to do, that's okay too. That's what I teach people in my business. Like I tell people all the time, do a personality test. This man's about to get me killed. A personality test asks you simple questions about what you like to do, who you are as a person. We should probably do it. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Psych. You thought. So, you know, personality tests will ask you questions about how you behave in certain scenarios and, you know, what you think about certain people's actions. Like, it'll ask you really specific questions. And those questions will help you by giving you a result, an answer. It'll help you assess, you know, behavioral traits, hobbies that you might like, jobs that might interest you. And I always start with that. Like, I always start with that with clients. That way it's easier for me to help guide their decision making for jobs that they like, right? The more you know yourself as a person, the healthier you are. The healthier you become. Because you'll be doing things that feel more natural. That's all I'm saying. You know, like I can tell you cursing wasn't natural, even though people said don't do it, and it is just a word at the end of the day. But when I did it, it didn't feel right. The feeling that it made, like all the other kids leaving, that didn't feel right to me. Like, I don't want to make people feel like, oh, it's time to get out of here. This dude's acting crazy. Like, I don't like that, but I do that, and I did that when I do outbursts, like I did when I was just upset, or when I rage out like that. Like, that ain't natural, right? I shouldn't have to, you know, rage out to get people to understand me, which means I wasn't using the right words to communicate in that moment or behaving the right way. Like, that's not my swag. I don't want to do that. So I can tell you, for me, cussing isn't natural. I do it all the time, don't get me wrong. I wish that I did not. I really wish that I did not, but I have to practice now not doing it. And I wouldn't have to practice not doing something that I didn't want to do if I didn't force myself in the first place. Whatever you want to do in life, man, I say do it if it feels natural, if it feels right. You'll be a healthier human being. And I know that could be like counterintuitive, you know, if you're thinking, well, you know, drugs feel right. Yeah, but did you force yourself to do drugs the first time, or you were just like, the first time you did, it's just like, it don't matter, I'll just do it? Or if you lost your virginity, did you not think about it at all? You just did it? You weren't scared about doing something like that? Like, I'm sure you were. I'm sure you thought about it. Or, shoot, for you, maybe it felt right. Man, do your job, you know what I'm saying? Like, reproduce. I would highly recommend waiting until marriage. I've already spoken about this. But, we all, you know, you know, especially if you live in America, it's like, why? Like, the decision making sometimes. It's like all on our TV, you know, all in our media. I am not even judging you if you succumb to having sex out of wedlock. Like, I wouldn't even judge you for it, bro. He tracked me on my flower. Hey, that's pretty gangster. I'm not gonna lie. That's excessive. I can't believe they did that, but that's pretty dope. I couldn't blame you, man. It's hard. It's hard to stay disciplined in this, but for the people that do, I'm proud of you for doing it, and I hope that you holding out feels right. I hope that feels right, and I hope, you know, that you stay strong, because I promise you, if it feels right and it feels like the right thing to do, then I promise you you'll be healthier for it. In that sense, both physically and mentally. Man. I'm gonna save him. No, come to the tree, my boy. I see you. And I know I be rambling sometimes. There's gonna be somebody be like, "Bro, that don't make sense." Oh well. I'm trying my best and I ain't forcing it. The message feels right. No, I knew Mercy was about to get hit by that. But yeah, I think that's a good place to end it, in my opinion. You know, Tank just bounced. I think that's a good way to end it, in my opinion. You know, sometimes you shouldn't overthink it, and a lot of times you shouldn't force it. I think what's right should feel right, and I think it'll be natural. I don't think you gotta force yourself to think and feel right. That's just my simple opinion on it. Y'all take it easy, and God bless.